think people don't vote because they feel disengaged. They don't see solutions coming from the candidates. They always hear negatives and attacking of other candidates rather than people put up the best ideas, and then they may get chosen because people go, you know what, that dude's or that lady's got some solutions, so I'm going to vote for them. And so it's the wrong way around. People should get out and look for candidates that offer something, and then that's genuine, not just, oh, it's time for change, or we need new leadership or whatever. That's pointless. Give us an actual reason why we would vote you in, and then if people looked for those good, positive candidates, we could actually get some really incredible solutions. The three biggest issues in Christchurch right now is water is a big one, especially around, and there's two completely different issues around water. One is chlorination. So the chlorine needs to go from the water. People are really annoyed about that. The other part of the water one's the selling of water, but that's a completely different debate. The next biggest issue would be roading. The condition of our roads and footpaths is just unacceptable. There's a plan at the moment to not have them back to pre-quake standards for another 20 years. I don't think the people of Christchurch will accept that in any way, shape or form, so it's a weird plan. And then the third one is probably the cost of living and where the city's going economically and socially. And those are really, really important things. And if there's not the right checks and balances in place, it'll be a city that not many can enjoy. Things that I stand for personally are trying to keep the rates down. I certainly don't think the council's done enough around trying to reduce the rates burden for people. I think we could do the opposite with rates. Rather than them going up, I see opportunities for us to be putting rates down and yet delivering more to the city. Chlorine in the water is a big issue. It's not such a big one for us out in Keown because most of our area is chlorine free, but it affects the whole city. Government are looking at permanently chlorinating everyone, so I'd look to be fighting that tooth and nail, like Christchurch water should never be chlorinated. And then just the condition of our roads and footpaths. I think it's really important that we get on top of that. Everything's great about Hereward. It was funny because recently we heard about visitor numbers to like Banks Peninsula, Akaroa and things where all the cruise ships go and they get 160,000 people. Well, Hereward's the most visited ward in the city. A lot of people don't realise that, more visited than downtown Christchurch or Akaroa because we've got the airport. And then we also have the Antarctic Centre, we also have the Antarctic Program, we've got Clearwater Reserve, we've got Willow Bank, we've got Arana Park, and we've got State Highway 1 running right through our ward. So by far the most visited ward in Christchurch, and no one there complains about it. It's not a problem, we embrace it, and it's we've got the biggest private employer in the city, it's in our ward as well, that's Tate Electronics. So yeah, it's a really cool place. It's a good place to live. Yeah, we're right along the edge of the Waimak River. We've got NASA there at the moment. It's pretty cool.